Big Ten tournament title here in 2015. First tournament title for the Badgers since 2008. Continuation of what has been an amazing year. Not just regular season champions, but now tournament champions as well. And Big Ten Coach of the Year, Bo Ryan, kind enough to join us. Bo, it didn't look good with 8 or 7 minutes left to go in this game. You guys are fighting back through much of the second half. What was said on the bench, whether it was from players or from you and the coaching staff, and how did the comeback happen?
Rick, I was plotting my retreat from the bench here. I was checking out the alleyway to see if I had room to quickly leave the floor, but it was blocked, so I had to stay. Our guys took care of it in the huddle. They started talking to one another with the idea that, guys, we've been in tough situations before. We can do this. And Bronson Koenig really ignited it. And then Frank and Nigel and everybody else just, and of course Gosser with a couple big steals. It's amazing to see this group find ways, and they've done it all through the year. And I'm just happy to be patrolling the sidelines.
Coach, you talk about that, and as you know, going through the upcoming NCAA tournament, you've got situations where funny things happen. Sometimes you get injury, sometimes you get foul trouble. Can you talk about the depth of guys like Nigel Hayes, Koenig? We didn't see Vito Brown today, and we didn't see much of Showalter, but you're starting to use them a little bit. Can you talk about the depth and your versatility of the team? Yeah, they'll
see some time. It was just one of those games where once we made the comeback with that group that was out there, that group, it was theirs to win or not to win.
Coach, you talk about your role as a teacher. How rewarding is it for you to see your pupils, in this case your students, or your players rather, kind of execute the fundamentals under pressure and not just the championship, but what kind of satisfaction do you get of seeing them kind of get out of a hole that they were in today?
Well, since I have one on, I have to tip my hat to the players for doing just that. We got back to the basics defensively. We did a couple things uncharacteristic of our guys. Had to point that out at a timeout and say, now will you please not do this on the exchange and do this? Maybe I was a little louder than that so they could hear me. But
it was loud in here. You had to, yeah.
But they answered that, and then offensively, Bronson broke Michigan State down. And we know how well they play defense, and Tom's got a heck of a squad.
Bo, I know it's just a number, but it's a very important number. You're the #1 seed in the West region. Now, the reaction from your guys when the announcement was made was a bit subdued, but this is a big deal, isn't it, to be a #1 seed?
Yeah, they were subdued because they were tired. We are so proud for the university to get the #1 seed. For our fans, for all the administration, Barry's office and Justin Doherty, who is our sports administrator, and everybody involved. And then I find out that the football team had our game on the big screen at practice and watched the last part of our game. Now, that shows the kind of people we have. And I've known Paul Chris, the football coach, since he was this big. And for those guys to do that for their peers, for their fellow students, and for a coaching staff to do that for us, we're pretty proud to be a #1 seed because there's a lot of love in Madison.
And you should be proud of a terrific season. Big Ten regular season champions, Big Ten tournament champions, and the #1 seed Wisconsin Badgers. Bo Ryan, Bo, congratulations as always. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Best of luck
guys.
in the tournament. Badgers opening up against the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For anyone curious, a rooster, just for those keeping score at home. Bo, we appreciate the time.
Thank you very much.